How's it going, Top Forest TV? My name is Jack, and welcome to my preview for Nottingham Forest versus Wolverhampton Wanderers, taking place at the City Ground tomorrow in the Cabo Cup quarter final. Massive one this for us. I don't know when the last time we got into a League Cup quarter final was. The last time we were at this stage in the competition was 1994, but I don't really know when we were last in a semi-final, so it's a massive chance to definitely do something that's never been done in my lifetime before, which is another thing to tick off the list. But regardless if we do get through or not, it's still a fantastic achievement to get this far. I really want to win, and I believe we can win, but to get to a quarter-final, the first time it's been done in nearly 30 years, is a real achievement and something to be proud of. There's a lot of firsts and a lot of things that Steve Cooper has done that I've never witnessed in my lifetime before. It's been an amazing nearly, 2 years now that Cooper's... how long's Cooper been at the club? He was in before Christmas in 2021. So, a year, just over a year. Don't know where I got 2 years from. Just over a year now he's been in the job, and it has been absolutely fantastic. So many amazing things. Getting promotion, quarter-final of the League Cup, quarter-final of the FA Cup last year. It's been fantastic. But I do believe we could go out there and get the win. Wolves currently sit 19th in the Premier League, but that's only 2 points behind us. It is quite close in and around the relegation zone. We're level on points with Leicester in 13th. We're currently in 15th. Then you go down to Everton and Wolves, who are 3 and 2 points below us. And they're in 18th and 19th, so it is very close. So given the fact that Wolves are in the bottom three, and, they're not too far away from us, so it shouldn't be, a case of, they're in the bottom three, we should be winning this game. It will be a difficult one, and it will be a tricky test. Obviously, when we went to Molineux early on in the season, obviously this game's at the City Ground, so it's slightly different, but when we went to the Molineux early on in the season, we did lose 1-0, and I think we had a penalty that was saved, if I remember rightly, and Yates should have scored, and something like that. It was a difficult one to take, that one, but we're on a good bit of form in the league. Hopefully what happened in the last game won't affect us too much. I think the fact that it was sort of the backup again, if you will, that did play that one, that it shouldn't have too much effect on the starting 11, and I think we should go full strength, and I even mean to the point of playing Henderson instead of Hennessy, because I think it's a massive opportunity to get to a League Cup semi-final. Do I feel confident that we'll win the semi-final? No. It's looking like... Man City and Newcastle are confirmed. Man City, despite an absolute, what would the word be? Not embarrassment, but a massive turn-up for the books. They're going to beat Southampton. So it's going to be both the Manchester clubs and Newcastle against either one of us and Wolves. I don't fancy either of our chances going forward, but you never know. You never know what could happen. Brentford? It was Bradford won against Arsenal and a couple of other big teams back in the day when they got to the final and lost to Swansea. So you never know what's capable of happening in this competition. But we'll see how it goes. But I want to focus on this game before going on into the semi-final, where we're not even there yet. And like I say, I do feel confident. Wolves struggled to score this season. They've I think they're the lowest scorers in the Premiership, so that is something that we can look at and use to our advantage. But I think our defence is one of the worst in the league, so a team that can't score against a team that can't defend, it's a bit of a weird one. I don't know how it's going to happen, or it's going to pan out, but I do feel fairly confident. I think the way that we've been playing in the league of late, that Southampton performance was quite resolute. We didn't play the prettiest football, but we got the job done. Chelsea, we kicked off the game in a really strong fashion, and then sort of second half came out and trapped them, were the better team by far in that second half. So I think if we use that sort of momentum, I can see us getting something from this one. And like I say, with the second string side losing to Blackpool, hopefully it's given a bit of time for the first team boys to get a bit of fitness back in their body after a couple of games that were in quite close proximity to each other. And then hopefully it can also lead to that momentum pushing them on in a positive way in terms of their performance. In terms of the lineup for me, I think you've got to go Henderson, Aurier, Worrell, Bolly against his former club, Renan Lodi, Yates, Freuler, Mangala, and then Johnson, Gibbs White against his former club again, and Awonyi. I think for me that's our best side, and I think that has to be the team that we go with. I know Hennessy has been our cup goalkeeper, but I think it's such a big chance to get through to a cup semi-final that you want to use your best players. And I know it's kind of a bit of a kick in the mouth for Hennessy. He's got us to this point, and he does deserve to take us forward. But the way he played against United just doesn't fill me with confidence, and I don't fancy him in goal for me. I would go with that starting 11, but if he does go Hennessy over Henderson, I'm not going to be too disappointed. But I think if I was picking the starting 11, I would have Hennessy on the bench, Henderson in goal for me. As for Wolves then, I'm just looking at the side that played against Liverpool, where it was a 2-2 draw that went right down to the wire. Liverpool did play fairly strong in that one, to be fair to them. But we're focusing on Liverpool. They had the likes of Jimenez up front, Adama, Neves, Ait-Nouri, Collins at the back. He sort of plays quite a lot in the first team. Matthias Cunha came off the bench. Matthias Nunes off the bench. So they had a couple of their first teamers in there and a few of the backup brigade. So maybe they're looking to go full strength against us as well. But we'll have to see how they pan out. I do think Wolves have got some very good players, and they've had some really good performers over their period in the Premier League. And you look at Ruben Neves, he came into the Championship and was incredible. He was fantastic for them. So, he's been really, really good for them so far in their Premier League stint. Maybe over the past couple of years, maybe dropped his level a little bit, I don't know. But still, he's going to be a player we're going to have to watch out for. Adama, pace, power, sort of looking to run at Renan Lodi. Could be an interesting battle. Jimenez knows where the back of the net is. Ait-Nouri's looked like a decent player over the past couple of games. Going forward, maybe a bit susceptible to being caught defensively, so maybe we could look at that. But it's going to be a really interesting one. I am feeling confident, I do think we can go out there and get the win and get through to the next round. But then again, I felt confident against Blackpool. But I think we can do it. I really do. And I'd love for us to do it so much, I'd be really disappointed if we don't, because I see it as a huge opportunity to get to a semi-final of a League Cup, something that we've not done in my lifetime, and something that would just be amazing. And if I had to pick a team I want to face, I'd maybe go Newcastle, but they're doing so well. They're all doing so well, the three teams that are in the I mean, I'm presuming that Man City are going to beat Southampton. I'd love for the world Southampton to beat Man City, and then for us to get them. That would be sensational. That's what I'm praying for. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So for me then, I'm going to go with Nottingham Forest 1, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Tyrone Awonyi getting the score. Getting on the, I was going to say getting the goal, getting on the score sheet. So I just said getting the score. Nice one. Getting on the score sheet, scoring the goal, whatever it is. Putting the ball between sticks. But to be fair, I don't care who's going to be scoring the goals as long as we score, as long as we win. So, like I always say, let us know down below what you think the score going to be, who you think is going to be playing, and all that good stuff. Like this video if you did enjoy it. Subscribe if you haven't already to Talk For Us TV. And come on, you Reds. Do what's